Here's a quick, honest look at what's happening with debt in Africa right now. The IMF just sent up a flare. Around 20 countries in sub-Saharan Africa are either at high risk of or already in debt distress. That's not a niche problem. That could wipe out years of development gains. Let me break it down. Africa's average public debt climbed to about 68.6% of GDP in 2023, the highest in decades. Why? A pileup of shocks. COVID shut economies. The war in Ukraine spiked food and fuel prices. Global interest rates jumped. Because markets got pricier and skeptical, many governments turned inward. They started borrowing more from domestic banks. On paper, that sounds practical. In reality, it's risky. Domestic borrowing often costs more than external borrowing. Budgets get squeezed by higher interest bills. Heavy domestic borrowing crowds out businesses. Less credit for factories, less credit for farms, less credit for startups. Domestic banks' holdings of sovereign debt are large and rising. Roughly half of public debt is now owed to domestic banks. If government finances wobble, banks wobble. Lending tightens, growth slows, tax revenues fall. That then hurts government finances. A vicious feedback loop. Zoom in, 14 countries at high risk, 6 already in distress, missed payments, restructurings, or both. This isn't theoretical. It hits jobs. It fuels inflation. It cuts basic services, power, health, education. So what now? The IMF's message is blunt but workable. Credible medium-term fiscal plans. Raise domestic revenue. Broaden the tax base. Close loopholes. Digitize collection. Protect the most vulnerable. Spend better. Prioritize infrastructure that unlocks growth. Cut waste. Make every public dollar go further. Clean up the debt picture. More transparency on who is owed what and when. More concessional financing. Cheaper, longer-term money. Bottom line, the risk is real. The playbook works. Tighter plans, clearer books, cheaper finance, banks lending again to the private sector. Break the loop. Protect growth. If you want more Straight Talk explainers, hit subscribe, drop a like, ring the bell. See you in the next video.